Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video I'm gonna explain the past continuous. Past continuous is like a combination between past and present. So we can say something was ongoing in the past. So we just add was and it is ongoing, continuous but in the past. So something was continuous in the past. So I'm gonna start with the form and affirmative form. So in the affirmative form we have subject plus was were. So here we have the auxiliary verb, which is was or were. Was with I, he, she, it, and were with they, you, and we. Plus verb plus ing. As I have told you before, whenever you find continuous, which means you add ing to the verb. So subject plus was were plus verb ing. In the negative form we have subject plus was were plus not plus verb ing. So only we have added the not. And in the question form we just start with was were with the auxiliary verb plus subject plus verb and ing. This is the form of the past continuous. Let's jump to the usage. When do we have to use the past continuous? So we have here three situations. The first one, actions in progress at a specific time in the past. Actions in progress, which means continuous, ongoing, at a specific time in the past. The second thing, we have interrupted actions in the past. So have two actions, like one action, interrupt or cut another action. And finally we have parallel actions. The examples. First thing, we have actions in progress at a specific time in the past. So we have he was reading a book at 8 p.m. So at 8 p.m. in the past he was reading a book. So at this moment, at 8 p.m. in the past, he was ongoing, he was continue reading a book. I was writing an email at that moment. So at that moment in the past, I was continue ongoing writing an email. Interrupted action in the past. So we have interrupted action. Most of the time we have to use the when in the interrupted action. So for example, she was cooking when the phone rang. So before when we have past continuous. After when we have simple past or past simple. So when the phone rang at the past, she was cooking. So here the interrupted action is the phone rang. Suddenly she was cooking when the phone rang. We were having dinner when he arrived. So when he arrived in the past, we were having dinner. Also, the interrupted action is he arrived. When he arrived, suddenly he arrived at the past. He was watching TV when the power went out. So when the power went out, he was watching TV. The parallel actions we use here while. So for example, in the parallel action, so here we have two actions happened at the same time in the past. Like for example, she was reading while he was watching TV. So here in the first situation with the when, we said before when we have ing, we have past continuous. She was cooking. After when we have past simple. But here both of them are past continuous because because both actions has happened at the same time in the past. So she was reading while he was watching TV. So at the same time, while he was watching TV, she was reading. They were dancing while the band was playing. So at the same time. I was studying while my friends were playing outside. Same thing. In the negative form, we have examples. Like for example, he was reading a book at 8 p.m. Just add not. He was not reading a book. They were not playing football. I was not writing an email at the moment. Simple like that. Question, for example, if we have he was reading a book at 8 p.m. Was he reading a book at 8 p.m.? They were playing football when it started to rain. Were they playing football when it started to rain? I was writing an email at the moment. Was I writing an email at the moment? That's everything about past continuous.